Hey guys, it's Delaney. Welcome or welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the fall releases by Black authors I'm super excited for. So the first one being Slay by Brittany Morris. This comes out September 24th. So we follow our main character, Kira. She is 17 years old. She is a math tutor and honor student and one of the only black kids at Jefferson Academy. When Kira is at home, she games with hundreds of thousands of other black gamers on an online role-playing card game called Slay. So no one actually knows she's the developer for this game, not her mom, not any of her family, not even her boyfriend. So one day a teen is murdered over a dispute in the Slay world, and the game is labeled as exclusionist and a violent hub for thugs and criminals. An anonymous troll even threatens to sue Kira for anti-white discrimination. So we follow her as she tries to preserve her identity and learn how to be unapologetically black in a world that is intimidated by blackness. So I am so excited for this one. I love gaming and I know a lot of other black girl gamers are super excited for this book as well. So the next one is Who Put This Song On by Morgan Parker, and this also comes out on September 24th. So this book is actually loosely based off of the author's own life. So we follow Morgan, who struggles with mental health and is currently in therapy. So she gets teased about what she wears, is the only person of color in her friend group, and even gets told she's not really black. So Morgan wonders when she can turn this song off of constantly being told what to do, who to be, and what to wear, and live life by her own terms. So I'm just super excited for this one because this seems like it has amazing mental health rep, which is much needed. In the black community, we don't really talk about mental health as much as we need to. So the next one I want to talk about is called Sulwe. This is by Lupita Nyong'o and Vashti Harrison. This comes out on October 15th. Sulwe is a little girl and her skin tone is being described as the color of midnight. She is darker than all of her friends and her family members. She wants to be beautiful and bright like her mother and her sister. One night she takes a magical journey in the night sky and it opens her eyes and changes her perspective on everything. So I'm super excited for this one just because it seems like it tackles colorism in a way children can really understand. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky, and this is described as having West African gods and African folk heroes. So our main character Tristan is feeling very low. He couldn't save his best friend in a bus crash they were in together and he blames himself. All he has left of his best friend are a book of stories that he wrote when he was alive. One day a creature shows up and tries to steal this book of stories, and while trying to run him off and steal the book back from the creature, Tristan punches the bottle tree and opens up a chasm. So he opens up this chasm in the mid-pass, and the mid-pass is a place with burning seas, iron monsters, and haunted bone ships. So when trying to close this chasm, he meets a few friends and makes a few allies, and they try to entice the god Anazi, don't know how to pronounce that exactly, but they try to entice him to come out of hiding and seal the hole in the sky that he made by punching that tree. So honestly, the cover is what drew me in when I saw it on Twitter. I absolutely love the cover, and I just love that there are so many dark-skinned, especially dark-skinned black children on covers like with Sulwe in this book. I think it's just so important to see these children represented on books that they're reading. So the next book I'm going to talk about is War Girls. This comes out on October 15th. So the year is 2172 and the earth is unlivable because of climate change and because of the nuclear disasters that are going on. So some lucky people have escaped to colonies in the sky, but that is not the case for war-torn Nigeria. So in Nigeria, soldiers are fit with artificial organs and bionic limbs because of the radiation-heavy climate. So these two sisters live in Nigeria, and Nigeria has had a years-long civil war. These two sisters dream of a world where peace is possible and a future exists, and they're going to do anything to get it, even fight an entire war. I have never read a book set in Nigeria, and I am just absolutely super excited. My ancestors are from Nigeria, and I can't wait to read this one. The next one is Full Disclosure, and this comes out on October 29th. This is the author's debut novel, and honestly, this is probably one of my most anticipated reads in this list. So we follow our main character Simone, and Simone is starting over at a new school. She is getting amazing grades. She is the student director of Rent, and she is even falling head over heels for a boy called Miles. The last thing she wants is for it to get out that she's HIV positive, but her and Miles actually start dating and getting serious, and she knows if she wants things to go further, she's gonna have to tell him her status. Her first instinct is to protect her secret at all costs, but a part of her wonders whether she shouldn't just face the haters head on. So I have never read a book with an HIV positive main character, but I'm super excited for the rep that that's gonna have for so many people. And yeah, I've never read a story like this, but it's definitely one of my most anticipated for this year. So the last book I want to talk about is A River of Royal Blood, and this is fantasy. I love seeing ourselves portrayed in fantasy so much. So we follow our main character, Eva, and she was born with the magic of blood and marrow, and no one has seen this magic for generations in her country. So the last practitioner of this magic was Queen Reyna, and she massacred thousands of people. She even killed her own sister. So now Eva must face her own sister in a battle to the death if she is to ascend to the Ivory Throne. So just weeks before the big battle, Eva is attacked by an assassin, and she is forced to turn to a Fae instructor and a handsome prince for guidance and to level up her magic. So despite the love for her sister, she's going to have to choose her life or her sister's. So I was really intrigued when it said that she has love for her sister, because in some of these books they can just absolutely hate their siblings and have no remorse, but I think it's going to be really interesting what she chooses. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know some of the releases you're really excited for in fall. See you guys later.